Hello, friends. How's everybody doing tonight? Let me unmute you guys, actually. We're gonna get started here in a moment. Let's see. Let me double check here. See what the routing looks like. No, we're good.
See it. Yeah, remember our weird mystery problems with Game Best Mornings yesterday?
I know there were problems. I can't even remember what they were though.
What happened?
You were getting an echo on your scene.
Oh yeah, I figured out. It's like, I mean, I knew what the problem was. I just couldn't figure out how to like. There's no reason should OBS have been like, well, let's broadcast this audio, because it wasn't in the audio mixer anywhere. It wasn't in any of my sources. It was just coming through my camera. So I solved it by I plugged in a dummy microphone cable that doesn't go in anything into my camera. So it's like, well, this is the mic now, and it actually has a mute button on it, so it's like double lockdown. So it just won't pick up anything from that.
I'm playing great fire here. I could have kept going. I could have done the 24 hours maybe of Kingdom Hearts.
When didn't you?
Well, you didn't. Well,
He recognizes what a waste of his life it
You
was.
cheated out, I think.
No, I said 10 hours, and then there were goals for more, and we ended up. It was supposed to be 10 hours. It went to 16. Thank you very much, because I'm so powerful. Mike is low compared to Jeff.
Let's see this. Let's see Mikey. Mikey, talk.
Like talk, Mike. Mike played Kingdom Hearts a lot. Maybe made it all the way to Hollow Bastion. That's pretty far, Jeff. Guess you didn't know.
Yeah. Listen, I don't remember any of the details of that game.
I think yeah, I know you don't.
Do you know the details
You only know.
of the game?
Wait, which game are we talking about?
Kingdom Hearts.
I played through Kingdom Hearts with my wife.
Yeah.
That's why I know it's a bad game, Sean.
Yeah.
Wow.
Would I have played a bad game for 16 hours straight and had fun the entire time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nope. No way. It's a good
Did they
game.
put Mickey in it? Then yes.
He like is barely in it. I didn't even see him. In it yet. He's not
Yeah,
shown up
but
till the
just
very end.
The taint would get you excited.
The taint of
gets
Mickey.
Mike excited.
We'll
That's what I
talk about
always
Mickey's
say.
taint.
Yeah, don't.
That's what I always say on
Gross.
this show.
Yeah. That's like okay. How's the audio?
Yeah.
Levels? Good.
We asked you
now,
to
guys,
stop,
even?
and you
The
won't.
audio's good.
Well, I'm asking. We'll see.
Man, I know the
Stop
pre-show
complaining.
usually
So
doesn't.
I bet that means it's good.
This usually doesn't
Sounds
make it
good.
the audio version anymore, but damn, Mickey's taint whipping.
Why do you sound so far away?
He's
Who?
using the wrong mic. I figured you guys brought it up before I got in the room.
Sean does. I realize that, but I'm like, well, we don't need him to be on the right mic. That's
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. But I figured you guys
Oh,
would
that's
already.
why.
I was like, why the hell is it like triggering so weirdly? I kept adjusting things.
There you go.
Christmas.
You sound a lot better
I'm
now.
looking out for you, homie.
Good.
This
I'm finally learning the struggles of audio stuff. OBS, for some dumb reason, was not accepting in video broadcast audio. I was like, why? What would cause
You
this?
shouldn't use it via broadcast if you're using OBS. Just get the SDK and install the add-on for OBS itself.
Counterpoint, I should not do that because that's the very thing that's causing the crackling on your side of things.
No. That's the very thing that fixed the crackling on my side of things. That was
alright.
using the app caused the crackle. When I installed the SDK, that solved the crackle. That's what it's like more
debate me,
reliable.
bro.
Yeah, get wrecked, Turbo Sean.
Jeff tweet.
Wow.
Oh man, that's a lot of work.
Jeff, tweet.
Oh, it's a rough time, dude.
Dude, let's go Argentina.
for work.
Dude.
Hey, are you coming to the Christmas party a week today, Jeff, at Dave's house?
Yeah, I mean,
Also,
I want to.
Turtles caroling earlier in that day.
I want to come.
You can bring the kids. Well, then they won't be able to come to the party.
Right, I'm not bringing the
Bring
kids.
them back. Yeah. But earlier we're doing the Turtles caroling, and then the rest of the day, basically right after that, is the Christmas party at my friend's house. Oh, no, none of you are invited in chat or mods.
Like, I want to do my birthday party at either Dave and Buster's or
That other place that was like Dave and Buster's.
or the other place that's like Dave and Buster's. Yeah,
When's your birthday? again?
Buster Davies.
March 22nd.
Okay.
We should do it as a community meetup. And no
Isn't,
one bring me anything, but I just want to like meet up and like I'm not. This is not me trying to get presents from random people.
Yeah,
I want to
isn't-
just do a fun thing.
Isn't that like right by?
Okay,
PAX
I'll
East?
come.
When is PAX East?
I don't know if it's by PAX East. Maybe we should just go to PAX.
Maybe we'll just go. Let's see.
That would be way better.
Yeah, I'll go to PAX.
PAX East.
Next World Cup is gonna be up there. So
Yeah, we know.
Mike, get ready. I'm gonna crash in your place.
Oh, never mind. That's not till April. PAX East. Oh, it's 2022. Never mind. March 23rd to March 26th is PAX East. PAX East this year apparently. So it'd be the day after your birthday.
Man,
All right, we'll go to PAX.
you talking March like it's a real March
Month, like a real
2023, like it's a real date.
Yeah.
It's imminent. Okay. I think we're ready. Let me see here. I got the rundown. I've got Sonic R soundtrack. I've got chat. OBS is going. We look good.
And you even tweeted.
And I even tweeted. I mean, what am I forgetting? I'm
You even
forgetting.
tweeted.
What? Yeah, I mean,
Music
you
is good.
tweeted the taint of
Sound is
Mickey
good.
gets Mike excited, but I'll take it.
I don't see the problem.
Yeah, we'll try to do Nintendogs at some point next week. Not on Tuesday; it's way too busy. Maybe we'll just pop up on Monday, the day after Christmas, in like the middle of the day, and do one. It'll be very haphazard whenever we decide to get online to do these podcasts next week, people. But we will do them.
Yeah.
The week after it might be
Let's do it.
similar.
Yep,
From
sounds
a
good.
bunker or some shit.
I bet they'll be short and sweet too.
Yes.
Just like Mike. Oh wait, Mike is
wrong.
tall.
No, I'm just a good height.
Well, like
I
5'6",
think you actually
5'5".
count as tall, Mike. I think 6 feet.
You are
counts as
tall,
than
Mike.
average. I am taller than
Take
average.
it, Mike. Take it. Take
All right,
everything
there we
you
go.
can.
You were the
Now I
ones
have
who
the
thought I
activity
was-
feed.
I never said that.
Is that just Kelsey Dilla there that's getting static and noise in the audio?
No,
guys?
because everyone's been saying it. Jeff doesn't want to believe me.
Well, okay, audio has some static. Did you curse my fucking stream, Turbo
No,
Sean?
it's always been this way. I tried telling you.
It has not been always been this way.
I listen to the audio version sometimes, and I hear it on Mike's audio too.
Why is this the first time I'm hearing about it? I listen to the show every week, like when I'm doing the edit, and I don't hear anything. What is happening? All right. Audio has some static noise. What does that mean?
It's like it's the it almost sounds like peaking in a way.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're hot. That's fair. I could deal with that. Give me a
I
second.
heard it when you
Yeah,
did
Mike
the
is
shows with
hot.
Sean.
Yeah, let's see here.
When you
Yeah,
did the shows
with
Sean,
my
I
mic
heard
it was
it.
more pronounced.
Well, yeah, yours was like clicking on its own, like it was clicking in Discord.
Right, but it wasn't clicking on my end.
Okay, but it was clicking in Discord. Like I was not, like I could hear
You know
it
what I
clicking.
should
Oh,
do?
here, hold, hand, here.
You know what
oh,
I should do? I should plug this microphone not into this USB jack. I bet this USB jack is the cause of problems. If I can get this into the better USB jack than the
Sure, yeah, plug it into the computer even.
circuit board. It's in the
Mike, you
computer.
said-
Yeah. GF. Oh, it's not gonna reach. Shit.
Oh my god, this is our first time ever doing a podcast. Everybody, so just bear with us.
Yeah.
I turned
This
off
is,
the music just to help us deal with this fucking show.
I have no
hate
jokes
this
or
fucking
anything.
show.
Still thinking about the World Cup.
All right, okay. This is me. Am I peaking? I might be a little bit hot because, but I turned myself down earlier today.
You peak in high school, bro.
Well, yeah, okay. I definitely did not. Peak in high school.
I'm sorry. I'm trying
Okay.
to do some material. I can't.
Yeah,
I
no,
put
yeah.
this
You just
into
keep working
what
on
I
it.
think is
Yeah,
a
thanks.
better USB port. I don't know if that does anything.
wrong mic, Mike.
No,
That's not shocking.
you sure?
Yeah,
I don't think so.
No, it's all right, Mike.
there it is. No, that's the right one.
No, that's not right.
Mike, it's the right mic.
Okay.
Oh,
All right. Mike, let's see. Give me a
Christian, quote unquote,
count
helped
to
me last
6.
weekend. Last week, and now I'm not helping Shaq. Shit.
Yes, you could. Yes, you definitely are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay. Let's see.
Lots of
here.
static.
Static on Mike.
It's always on the guest. Yeah.
Okay,
It's on
hang on. I
Sean.
just I just
Boycotting
listened to the
this.
YouTube stream. It's like a it's feedback. I don't know where it's coming from, but it's like electronic feedback.
Okay. All right. Hang on. Okay. Hang on.
You're on your phone at HK,
No, it's
bro.
it's the fucking piece of shit camera again. It's that fucking camera's audio that I don't know how to mute. God, this fucking thing. All right. Let me see here. I can fix this.
Can you feel the sunshine? This is-
Record the podcast from inside a microwave.
Oh boy. All right. There we go. It should be gone for you all.
Yes, I did it.
Okay. Thank you, everybody. That would have
did
been
it.
real fucking annoying.
Oh yeah, that's true. Oh wow, that's clean.
Yeah, see, we did it. Want me to play a Christmas song to celebrate?
Motherfuckers telling me that. Yeah, this happened before I even had this camera now. Oh, you guys infuriate me. In 2023, there's going to be some changes around here.
We're firing the producer.
All right, Mike, I got to center you now. You look so stupid.
I saw 3 ships come sailing in. Okay,
Fucking, you shut up. Stop being jolly. 960 is 1/2 of 1920. Okay. There. No, now you're too high.
I saw 3 ships come sailing in. Okay.
All right. Are you ready to do a stupid podcast?
Jar Jar's the key to all.
Wow, we did it.
Jar Jar's the
Solved
key to all
everything.
this. If anyone knows how to get an A6100 going through a cam leak to shut the fuck
Anyone here a
up.
fan of Justin Roiland?
If anyone here's a fan of Justin Roiland, let me know. All right.
Apparently, a lot of people owed Game Pass are.
Have you seen those clips on YouTube? They're like, here's just what happens if you let Justin Roiland talk as the gun for 5 minutes, and they have like 1.5 million views. Like they're just
No.
massively popular.
Yeah. Turns out
All
Rick and
right.
Morty's a thing, yeah.
I think I'm ready, Mike. If you're ready.
Yeah, I'm ready. Let's do it.
You guys.
Okay. Let me
that.
count it in.
I saw 3 pieces of cheddar.
Shut up, Christian. Get out of here. 5, 4.
You suck.
Now you're gonna make me start the count over. 5, 4, 3.
Hey, you guys hear me? Start cheering now. Yeah, let's get this over with. Yeah.
Woof woof! Hi, I'm Mike Minotti, and I am a Nintendog.
Hi, I'm Jeff Grubb, and I'm a Nintendog.
And we are the last of the Nintendogs. Today, talking about the 2023 Switch games we're looking most forward to, those dang pixel remasters, and there will be other things. Jeff, how's it going?
It's going great. I'm for one, I'm a professional podcaster and always have been.
That's great. Yeah, where audio is always very clean and crisp, and
Yep.
never any major issues or weird connections or what have yous. Yeah, that's good. How you feel? I know you were a little sick yesterday.
Yeah, I'm up and down. I'm feeling better today. Still like not 100%, but it was never. I also was never that bad. So like I'm fine, and I was always able to work, and it hasn't really been an issue. So honestly, I'm just kind of grateful that it continues to be like, oh, when I do get sick, it's not even that bad. So yeah, I'm pretty happy over here.
Are you well enough to go see The Way of Water soon?
Not yet, but soon, hopefully. Yeah, I keep like trying to like look at my calendar. When could I sneak it in? Got some time later this week where during the day I might try to go. We'll see.
I stuck in some Way of Water time with AJ on Sunday. I really liked The Way of Water. I
It
thought
seems
that
like a
was
fun
very,
movie.
very good. It was a very fun movie. I mean, I was somebody who I was never one of the not weird, if you don't like Avatar, it's not weird, but you know what I mean? I was never one of the Avatar haters, I guess. But even then, I saw it one time and liked it. This one, I'm like, ooh, I'm like thinking about that and how much I enjoyed that. That was good stuff. So yeah, I think you're gonna have fun with it. It's funny how like the 3D thing was real rote for a while. Turns out it's been like 6 years since the last time you saw a 3D movie.
Yeah.
It's kind of fun again,
Yeah.
especially when it's done well.
It's also like you're gonna bring Avatar 2 home eventually, and that'll be fine. But it's like, it's an event if you go see it in the theater, and I want to see it as an event.
I even liked the high frame rate thing, which is because I hated it in The Hobbit,
Yeah.
but high frame rate works a lot better in a sci-fi movie with good special effects as compared to like a fantasy movie with bad special effects.
And really,
right?
I mean, the Hobbit's special effects were only looked worse because you put them in high frame rate, right? Like you would
exactly.
they weren't ready for how real it made everything look. Which, if things are fake, then they look really fake.
Yeah, exactly. So, but yes, I think you are going to enjoy it. But we are not here to talk about Way of Water. Sadly, we got some Nintendo things to go over, Jeff. starting with those pixel remasters, which in the middle of the night for us, because there was like an event happening in Japan for the 35th anniversary over the weekend. Timing still seemed weird. Pixel remasters were announced finally for Switch and PlayStation 4, coming all at once this spring. Piecemeal digital downloads, or there was a physical version. I don't even think you can buy that anymore. I think that's already sold out. That collected all of them. So I don't know. It's finally coming. It still feels weirdly understated. Like it feels like there was a much bigger deal made out of Persona 3 and 4 coming over to Switch than these, which and those took forever too. At least when it did, it seemed like they kind of made a deal out of it. But I don't know. I guess we're getting these. Some people are saying the font is going to be fixed. I'm choosing to believe that right now, although we don't have
What do we know?
pictures of it or anything. I'm hoping so. We'll see. But it's here. I mean, Jeff, are you going to like check out any pixel remasters?
Yeah, I like Final Fantasy VI from what I played of it. I never finished it, but I enjoy that first half a whole bunch, and I probably will, at least try it again, at least play through the opera scene. If I start playing them, like, this isn't how I remember and I want something different, I have plenty of ways to play the Final Fantasy games.
Have you ever played 5?
No, but I hear good things about 5 and 4.
I'm down on 4.
Okay.
I like 4 less than most people. I think 5 is fantastic, though. 5 is...
Which one of those has the really good job system that everyone...
5.
Okay. Then maybe this 5 is what I'm thinking of.
4's progression is very straightforward. It's just you level up and you learn new abilities.
Okay. I like a good job system, so I'll probably... Maybe I'll try Final Fantasy 5 finally.
TurboShot's calling me a hipster. 4's fine. I don't know. There's I feel like every other Final Fantasy almost does at least something more change. Final Fantasy 4 is maybe the most quintessential Final Fantasy. It's like one of the first ones that really kind of has all that stuff there, but none of it really sings. I don't know, like Final Fantasy 6 is kind of just Final Fantasy 4 on steroids anyways, so but it's fine. It's a cute little short JRPG. If that sounded somewhat patronizing, it's meant to be.
Yeah, get its ass. Finally someone takes it down a peg.
Yeah, finally. Are you have any curiosity in the NES ones?
No, not really. No. I'm at a point in my life where I no longer need to play NES Japanese RPGs. Like, I'm good.
If there's one you should play, it would be Dragon Quest 3. Dragon Quest 3, especially when it gets that HD 2D remake.
Oh yeah, I will play that. That seems cool.
Yeah. But even without it, Dragon Quest 3 I think is very, very good. All the other like 8-bit Final Fantasies I think are fun to play through once. Like the first one especially. I know there's something to that that's kind of charming. I'd kind of be curious to do Final Fantasy 3 just because I only ever played the 3D remake of it on the DS, so something about playing that in a closer to its original form is somewhat appealing, I guess. But I don't know. Like, do I need to play Final Fantasy 2 again? And a lot of people say 2 is the worst Final Fantasy in the series. I defend 2 a little bit, but still probably don't need to go.
And why would I need to play Final Fantasy 1 when Strangers of Paradise is right there?
Oh my God, just shoot me. No, I'm just going to say it now. That's not a remake, Jeff. That's a prequel to Final Fantasy 1. I bet you feel stupid now.
Fair enough.
A non-canon prequel, but yeah.
Oh my God.
So now you have to play Strangers of Paradise and play Final Fantasy 1.
Yeah. No.
That's what you get. Jeff, the Nintendo Switch Joy-Con drift is due to a design flaw, says the UK consumer group Which, with a question mark in Which. Now, this is shocking news to all of us, I know. But this is via an Ishrak Subhan from Eurogamer. I'm sorry if I said that wrong. The study has found evidence that the Nintendo Switch's infamous Joy-Con drift is likely caused by a mechanical fault, pointing to fundamental design flaws. The research found that the Joy-Con's plastic circuit boards showed noticeable wear on the joystick slider contact points, despite only being used for months. It is this wear that ultimately results in drifting. In a response to this study, Nintendo issued the following statement: the percentage of Joy-Con controllers that have been reported as experiencing issues with the analog stick in the past is small. We have been making continuous improvements to the Joy-Con analog stick since its launch in 2017. We expect all of our hardware to perform as designed, and if anything falls short of this goal, we always encourage consumers to contact Nintendo customer support, blah, blah, blah. Jeff, so this isn't shocking. We already knew all this. I feel like Nintendo is kind of lying? Like, how can it possibly be? What's the small percentage? Is 49% a small percentage
Yeah,
because
right.
it's less than half?
Right. Depends on what the definition of is like. Yeah, it's
I mean,
it
I don't
is
know a
bizarre.
Switch user who hasn't had a problem with Joy. I mean, I guess not all of them like send them back to Nintendo. Sure, a lot of them probably just say
Right.
fuck it and go buy new ones. But come on.
Did you see the part of like the Witch UK consumer group study where they're like 5 out of the 5 ones we tested all had drift? It's like every single one had drift of some sort. It's like, yep, that sounds about right. Nintendo is lying because if they don't lie, they'll have to pay a lot of money.
Right.
So, and they know this because they've done it once, where they had a blanket give everyone a refund policy in the United States. Then Patrick Klepek was like, I think they have a blanket return policy in the United States, exchange policy. And then everyone turned in their Joy-Con to get free Joy-Con replacement. And Nintendo had to pay a lot of money. And they're like, we don't fucking like this. And so they didn't do that same policy anywhere else.
This fucking sucks.
Yeah, no, this fucking, it's Nintendo sewing. Yeah, I love to sew. Nintendo reaping. Oh, this fucking sucks.
What are they talking about? They've made continuous improvements to the Joy-Con analog stick since its launch in 2017. That feels like another lie. Have they made any?
I don't think so. You know, honestly, I hate the Joy-Cons. I hate them. They like slide off all my. I like have like a whole bunch of different ones, and even beyond the drift, they just feel so flimsy when they're connected to the Switch. And a lot of times they do just slide right off without having to hit the thing. And it's like, man, these things. I like the third-party ones are legit, just better in every way.
Remember, we thought that whole thing existed because it was going to be modular and you can like put on different controllers for different games and things like that. And really, it was just so that you can like unplug them and like put them into a weird shelf controller. Or what they really wanted is so that they could kind of be Wiimotes, really bad Wiimotes.
Right.
So I do wonder, what is the future of the Joy-Con in the next Switch? You think there's something that's even similar to that? Do you think they just try to keep using the Joy-Cons? Or do you think the next Switch, whatever it is, will look more like a Switch Lite? It'll just have the things built in and you just have to buy a controller.
I think they'll still come off. I think they'll just be much more well-engineered. At least I hope. I mean, I would like them to go through the breakthrough of having a thing that doesn't suck. Like, that would be really cool. The idea is there. It all works pretty well. They're uncomfortable and they're poorly constructed, and that's a pretty shitty thing. So hopefully they move on from it.
People said the same thing about me before.
Yeah, but look at you now.
Look at me, I'm still pretty poorly constructed and uncomfortable. Hey, everybody watching live, we appreciate it. This is Last of the Nintendogs. If you are watching live, please hit that thumbs up button. It helps more people find a show. You can also send in a super chat, and we will read those at some point before the end of the show. We will answer your questions or read your comments, whatever you would like. But first, Jeff, I think it is time we actually go and see what our podcast producers over on Discord want to talk to us about today. You ready for that?
Yeah, let's see what these heathens have to say for themselves.
Benji Glasskey says, hello, jelly-filled donuts, yum, yum, yum. That's much nicer than what he usually calls us, I think.
Yes, a little bit, yeah.
Could Kirby consume and absorb God?
Yes.
If a Ditto were shown God, could it transform into it? Would Mega Man get a new ability for destroying God? I'm going to say yes, no, and no. I don't think Ditto would be able to comprehend God. Mega Man can't beat God. You can't just beat him in a gunfight. Kirby can consume him, though, and like become one with God, absolutely.
Yes, I think that's
Especially
100% my answer. Yes, I think Kirby, nothing can withstand the suck of Kirby, including God.
Yes, I don't appreciate you not capitalizing the G in God, by the way, Benji Glasky.
Could God create a suck so strong even he can't resist it? Yes, it's Kirby.
Yes, there you go. Dr. Seth says, hey, Mike ran the train on his GameCube so it's as loose as a 50-year-old furry butthole.
Jesus Christ.
Wow. Where's this going?
All right. Wow. Let's end 2022 on a high note.
All right. And Jeff has definitely licked the GameCube's nipple grub.
Yeah.
Now that the Persona and Final Fantasy Pixel Remasters have either released or been announced, what game is most confusingly and conspicuously missing from the Switch's library? Xenoblade Chronicle X kind of is up there. It's not quite that prestigious. Like Mario RPG is still pretty weird, right? That like I know it's like NSO stuff, so it's a little different. That's still pretty strange. You could say the same thing about Chrono Trigger, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Is that your expert input, Jeff?
Yeah. I didn't know you were throwing to me. You just like you were listening to games
You
and
don't
you're
know
like
I'm throwing
stop.
to you.
You're like
I'm literally
okay, you're like
saying,
Chrono Trigger, and then that was it. I'm
Isn't
like, oh,
that
okay.
right?
I guess he's
Isn't
done.
that right, Jeff?
I mean, listen,
Yeah,
I'm like,
how could we possibly know when it's your turn to talk? How can we possibly deduce this?
Listen, not after the words Chrono Trigger. No one's ever been like Chrono Trigger. All right, now let's wait for Jeff's input. The man who's never played Chrono Trigger.
All right, Jeff. What do you think is the most conspicuously missing game from the Switch's library? Then,
Yeah, probably the Legend of Zelda, Twilight Princess, and Wind Waker HD. That's pretty fucking conspicuous.
Actually, that's pretty bad. Yeah. What about Metroid Prime? Yeah, there's a pretty. Yeah, you're right. Okay, those are better answers. Thank you, Jeff.
Yeah, no problem. I'm here for you.
Jayden says, "Hey, Nintendogs, what's your favorite movie you watched that came out this year? I love Top Gun Maverick and want to watch it again. Mine is Top Gun Maverick. Jeff, that movie ruled.
Yeah.
I still think about Top Gun Maverick quite a lot, actually. I still listen to that song by Lady Gaga from it. I was just thinking today in the shower, I need to this wait the first time I buy the Blu-ray of a movie in years. Gosh, it was so good. So Way of Water was also very good. It might be my second. I did not see very many movies at all this year, Jeffy. I don't really watch a lot anymore, but Top Gun Maverick was super, super good.
Yeah, I didn't watch a ton of movies this year either. Not a lot of time for such a thing. Top Gun Maverick also is my favorite. But I can't say much about it because it's more fun if you just go in knowing nothing. Go onto HBO Max and select the Adult Swim Yule log and just start watching. And don't stop until you're done.
Okay, then. Casual says, "Dear Jeff, call me Schmoopy Grubb and Mike, Prince of Peace Minotti. What do you wish happens with NSO in 2023? And what do you think Nintendo will actually do with it? Gosh, I would just like more consoles. I would like Turbo Graphics, the Master System, Game Gear, Game Boy Advance, God forget GameCube. I think we'll continue to get a few a mildly steady stream of the Nintendo 64 games and one or two updates for the other consoles here and there. So I'm not expecting much to be. I don't know if we're gonna get another new system this year added to it.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, the big thing is what you're saying. Game Boy, just bring Game Boy at least to it.
Yeah.
It would just just show us that you're going to do a lot more, and honestly, maybe increase the cadence of releases, just double it. And I don't mean twice as many games at a time. Just take the same amount of games you drop on each drop, and just do that with half the amount of time in between those drops. And I think that would be much more exciting for me. But yeah, I don't think they're going to do much. That's the thing. They're probably going to keep this sort of slow, drawn out additions to Nintendo Switch Online, and maybe we do get Game Boy, but it's not going to be an exciting lineup at first, and they'll take their time really building that out. And I don't know, we'll see, but that's my expectation.
Jutmat says, "Why do you think the Game Mess audience skews younger?" This must be because nobody would vote for a Ridge Racer Type 4, Jeff.
Yeah.
I think you guys do a better job analyzing the business of games than anyone, which you'd think would appeal to older listeners. Now, the other podcast producers have spelled out potty humor with the reactions here. So I think our immaturity may perhaps have skewed us a little bit younger in the audience. I don't know. I assume in general, if you're doing live stuff on YouTube, and gaming still,
Yes.
it's going to be younger. I do wonder, what do more of the people our age listen to, right?
I think they're listening. I think they're just on the podcast, listening to it when they're doing the dishes later, which if you're working out, whatever, hello, thank you for listening. Don't feel like you got to go join the Discord to be a part of this community. I think
they're raising children and stuff.
Yeah, the people that are in the Discord, the people that are responding to our stuff, the people that are voting and supporting us on Patreon, it's got people that have a little bit more time, probably don't have kids, have a little bit more disposable income because of that. And so, yeah, I think we have a pretty broad audience otherwise. But, other than that, I'm happy to have all the youngins here too. Hello, children.
Jamie H1224 says, "Well, I'm not one for New Year's resolutions. Have either of you got any personal or professional goals for 2023? 3. I mean, nothing specific. Everything is. What is Jeff? What does Jeff have in mind? What's your goal, Jeff?
Yeah, my 2023 New Year's gaming resolution is
God.
1440p.
Yeah.
That's my gaming
done with
resolution for the
4K?
new year is 1440p. It's
You're
a
done
joke,
with
Mike.
4K.
It's a joke. This killed on Bombcast earlier, and I didn't get to put it on the Bombcast. I had to put it in the after show. It killed. You people, I'm wasted on you people.
Oh, resolution.
You motherfucker! I quit. I quit this fucking show.
I did not get that. I was very confused. I was like, what the fuck is he talking about? What? I mean, I know that he says 1440p is good enough for resolution. I didn't know he felt that strong. Oh, resolution. It's funny, Jeff. You're a funny guy.
I hate this show.
One Up versus CPU says, I wanted to get your reaction to this teaser for Sandland, the new multimedia project from Akira Toriyama, Dragon Crest, Chrono Trigger, there's that again, and Dragon Ball character designer. This is for the anime and its 3D animation. Bandai Namco is also making a game. I just want a Chrono Trigger remake that looks like this. We have the technology. I've seen this, Jeff. It looks really, really cool. Honestly, it kind of almost reminds me of looking at Dragon Ball Fighters, right? But now we're using that to actually just make the cartoons, that same engine. I hope we do get more of that kind of thing. I think that's a really cool visual style. I don't even know, what do you call that? Because it's not really cell shaded per se. I guess it is kind of, but it's like that weird 3D anime thing, and it looks cool.
I just
really
call
cool.
it Arc System Works animation because it looks like they're 2D, 3D games, right? They're Dragon Ball, but what if it's like actually you had 3D characters that still look like they were in Dragon Ball? It looks fantastic.
Yeah, so hopefully we do see a lot more things that look like that, and not just necessarily. I do hope we see it used for something aside from just Akira Toriyama, right? Let's get some other stuff like that.
Yeah,
Posh
absolutely.
says, "Hey, you dogs. Given you had the power, which game for 2022 would you go back and make one alteration to improve it? The only change to Persona 5 would make is to have put it out far earlier in the year when I had the bloody time to play it. I would. I mean, it's not just one alteration to say I would make the story better in Neon White. I guess that's a big alteration, but yeah, that's what I would do. I suppose. I don't know if there's one big thing or from anything else like that sticks out to me.
I would make Super Kiwi 64 cost $4 instead of $3, and use that to make the levels just a little bit more complicated, and make the collectibles a little bit more hidden.
Yeah. Vision 29 says, "What is a gimmick or feature from previous Nintendo hardware you would like to see included or iterated on in their next generation of hardware?" I want the triggers from the GameCube controller, Jeff. I want the clicky triggers. The analog trigger that clicks at the end is so good. So, by playing even just Need for Speed Underground 2 on that, it still feels good because that analog stick is just kind of awesome for racing games. So, especially compared to what we have now on the Switch, it's not even analog, right? It's just the shoulder button. I mean, it's not an analog shoulder button anymore. It's just a button, and it doesn't feel very good. So, yes, I want that shoulder button analog clicky thing back.
I want the IR blaster from the Game Boy Color, which we were going to use to trade Pokemon. I don't know if they ever actually did that. I bet it was in Pokemon games. But I always loved that thing. I always looking at the top of the Game Boy Color and be like, oh man, look at that cool IR blaster. I wonder what that does. And I don't think I ever used it for anything, but I would like them to bring it back and use it for everything.
Beefhammer says, "Happy Mixmas, Jeff. Scared of Mike's power to survive 16 straight hours of Kingdom Hearts Grub Tub. And Mike still scared of Jeff's power to drop EA's market cap by $2 billion that one time in Honey." I forgot about that. It's the giving season, my dogs. What Nintendo character would you think gives the best gifts? What gift would you like to receive from their world? Who's the most thoughtful gift giver? I mean, I'm just thinking of characters who are nice, like Peach. I'm sure Princess Peach.
Yeah.
And she has a ton of money, and she bakes. So I bet she gives pretty nice presents. I don't know what I want from her because I don't really like sweets.
Yeah, give me that cake. Give me that
I don't
sweet
want
cake.
the cake.
I was talking about that.
Chad, I'll tell you right now, don't make it weird. I know you're all typing right now. Don't.
Don't worry, everybody.
Yeah.
I was making it weird.
Yeah. Maybe something sporty.
What's
She knows tennis rackets really well. She has can help me get into golf. Give me a good club set.
What's 9 volts mom? Is she 3 volt or 5 volt or something?
I bet chat knows because I'm sure somebody in chat is horny for
so
her.
that's one of our chat's waifus for sure.
It's one of the chat's waifus.
I want her to give me presents, and I bet she gives good presents. 5 volts. Okay, thank you, Sean. Sean.
There you go.
He went and looked in his dream journal for it. I as far as what gift would you like to receive from their world? I don't know. Give me.
Don't you want one of WarioWare's bad game consoles or something that he
Yeah,
makes?
I mean, definitely, yes. Any of the cool, weird consoles that 9 volt has in his room. Give me your son's video game consoles, 5 volt. Yeah. I'm the dad now. Now I get all your video games.
Bayleaf Moon says, "Hello, Jeff. What are you doing, Mike Grubb?" And Mike, I swear it's just a waifu game, Minati. With the mention of Super Kiwi 64, I remember absolutely seething earlier in the year when you said Banjo Tooie wasn't a very good game. For me, it's a masterpiece and feels like a 3D Metroidvania. Why do you feel like Banjo Tooie was a disappointment? I'll be honest, I'm kind of just parroting what seems to be the popular consensus these days. I haven't even played a whole lot of Banjo Tooie, but pretty much everywhere I see, people say Banjo Tooie is not as good as Banjo Kazooie because its levels are too big, and that's the criticism. It's too big. It's a little too sprawling. It's not as tightly designed. And you kind of see a progression from that. Even then, like Donkey Kong 64, it's the same thing. It's too big. There's too much. So, I mean, I'm sure it's still a very good game. And again, I have not played it in a very long time. So, I mean, I would kind of need to see for myself. But that is the vibe I'm getting from people.
Yeah, I've never really played it either. And I love Banjo-Kazooie. I had a hot and heavy summer with Banjo-Kazooie. Loved it. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I'll wait for Banjo-Tooie and the lock-on tech or whatever they were going to do.
Yeah, that whole thing.
So I can get that one Jiggy or whatever it was called that was hidden in the world that you could only get with Banjo-Tooie. I don't know whatever happened with that. But I never really played Banjo-Tooie. And I was telling Jess this, and Jess is like, who said the levels are too big, but you should still play it. So I'm like, okay, yeah, maybe we'll play it.
I mean, I'm sure it's a problem. I'm sure it doesn't like make it a bad game suddenly. Velocity Prime says, "Dear Jeff, Rudolph ain't got shit on me, Grubb, and Mike, Merry Christmas, you filthy animals. Minati, I've been noticing some grumbling lately that Nintendo has been playing it way too tight with Tears of the Kingdom, with barely 3 minutes of footage in just as many years. Do you think that they've been too clamped down this project, or will the hype of a new Zelda be enough to carry us till May?"
Yeah,
I'm willing to,
Mike.
Look, I like. It is weird. We haven't seen more of it. I'm willing to let it slide a bit longer still.
I bet Nintendo appreciates that. Nintendo. Mike.
Shut the hell up.
Man, Mike's going to let it slide. We were worried.
All right, Jeff. I want to be more excited for it than I am. And it's actually kind of weird to me that I'm not. Like, I know I should be. And right now, all I'm really thinking about is how, like, I'm maybe kind of scared because it is really late on the Switch. And I was okay with the performance issues in Breath of the Wild. Am I still okay with those same performance issues 7 years later? And I haven't really got like the big cool trailer yet to like really get me pumped up. So I'm thinking about these things right now instead of like actually all the cool new stuff in the game, because I don't really know about all the cool new stuff in the game.
Yeah, you're right. That's fair. But we are going to go into this new year. We're probably going to get to February. We can get a direct. February, March, get a direct, and it probably will have a significant amount of Zelda stuff for Tears of the Kingdom. Please, everybody. For Tears of the Kingdom, and it'll be a short campaign to release, but I'm ready to wait until they're ready to show us whatever they have, because clearly they haven't shown a ton. But when they do actually come out with that real trailer, if it's anywhere near as good as the Breath of the Wild one, I will immediately just shift into hype mode, and I'm fine with that. I'm fine with waiting till then to do that.
Turbo Scar says, "Hey Jeff, Metal Jesus vibes Grubb, and Mike Groove vibes Minati." I'm furious. What is the best present you've bought for someone this Christmas? Have a great Christmas. And again, thanks for all the work. In the chaos of life, I can always rely on the Nintendogs to have an episode out every week. Appreciate it. Person, I can't say, because, who knows who's listening, Jeff. Trying to think outside of that realm. I don't know. I do have a friend who likes Animal Crossing a lot, and Hallmark has a KK Slider ornaments, so that'll be good. Was it KK Slider or Tom Nook? It was one of those assholes. They're gonna like it.
I got Emmy a giant Kirby plushie, and I got Addie a Waddle Dee, and those are their favorite characters. So that's they know they're coming, so they've been asking me every day. I'm like, on Christmas, you get it on Christmas, you get it on Christmas.
Screaming Man says, "Hello Jeff, my name is in Christmas Vacation Grubb, and Mike, will land the starring role as the kid in the next Home Alone. Minotti, oh, my dreams. I know everyone talks about their favorite Christmas movies this time of year, but what are about favorite Christmas video games? Do you have any games you consider Christmas games or any games you play around this time of year? There aren't many. Like Christmas Nights is the one that always immediately sticks out with me because there are not very many just games with Christmas in the title. There should be more just like, here's the Christmas version of, Metal Gear Solid, right? Stuff like that. There's like some games that are kind of set around Christmas. Bayonetta 2, Sean said. Miles Morales is cool because, like,
you could just play the intro and you're good.
Yeah, you could just swing around. And it's Christmas time. There's Christmas in New York is such a strong vibe already. That's why I like Home Alone 2 so much, right? So just being able to get that in video game form is good.
I like the Hitman levels that are reskinned for Christmas. Those are always very good to me.
And then yesterday, there's some Christmas stuff happening in Pentiment actually, and it was so cozy. I think I actually sent you a picture of my TV of this Christmas scene in the game, and
it looked very cozy. Yeah,
well, I was having a good time.
Yeah, I really like that scene too. It is really nice.
Bench JC says, "Hey, Meatman, not a question, but an idea. With Game Asides being in person Thursday, I thought I'd throw out the idea of Mike bringing the Keyblade from his charity stream to Grubb's house. I cannot trust the Grubb household with the Keyblade.
Yeah,
they will try to destroy it.
I've not trained my children to destroy it. What do you mean? Of course not.
Trust me, I know you haven't, but I guarantee they either would destroy it or themselves with it accidentally. Oh God, when I babysat AJ's kids in Disney World, so him and his wife can go on date night. He's like, hey, look, here's the lightsabers we got them today. I was like, well, this is going to be a problem. Big surprise, it was a problem. They started fighting each other.
Yeah, they hurt each other after like 5 minutes.
Oh yeah. They got in a fight, like hurt each other, started crying, and like it's like they were both bad. It's like they like want you to take a side. I'm like, no, you both suck.
Yeah, you're both going in timeout.
Both of you.
Yep.
Yeah. Epic Open World says, hey, doggos, do you think Nintendo will show a trailer for Metroid Prime 4 in 2023? What are the chances it quietly goes away like the original Metroid Dread did all those years ago and magically resurfaces at a much later time? I mean, I don't think that's going to happen. And I guess, like, man, I haven't even thought about this, Jeff. I don't, like, even allow myself to think about Metroid Prime 4 as a real video game, to be honest.
Yeah.
But I guess, like, yeah, we probably should be seeing a trailer of this at some point next year, huh?
I think, and Nintendo doesn't have to do anything, but I think Nintendo can't start even really hinting at a new Switch of any sort without saying what's going on with Metroid Prime 4.
Yeah.
So I think that like forces them into a situation where it's like, okay, everyone, I know we said this is a Switch game. Here's what that means for Metroid Prime 4 in light of a new Switch. And then that distracts everyone, but they still have to talk about Metroid Prime 4 in that moment. And if you're doing that, why not have something to show?
Diogo RP says, woof woof reindeers. No question this week. Just want to wish you guys, those around you, the mods, and the community a great Christmas and holiday season. Joining and vibing the Gameless community has been fantastic this year and can't wait to carry it through 2023. Have a jolly good one. There's some ho-ho-hos in this house. There's some hoes in this house. Thank you so much, Diogo. You try to woof says, hey, Mike, I feel like I've been too mean to you this year and I apologize. Minotti and Jeff, I haven't been mean enough to you, Grubb. Earlier this year, I mentioned how I've been ranking every game I beat for the first time this year in an effort to play more games. Well, I hit a record of beating 62 games this year.
That's incredible.
Here's my top 10 so you guys can roast it. Okay. Jeff, the 10th best game he played this year was Metroid Prime. That's not a good sign.
No, it's not, but let's I think people, if you're coming to it now, I can kind of forgive you a little bit because people are like, oh, the controls are weird. Who even knows what Wolf? I mean, Wolf likes it. It's his 10th favorite game out of 62. That's fair.
Jeff, it's one of the 10 best games of all time. Okay, yeah, you're right.
I know it absolutely is. Yeah, to me, it's flawless.
9 is God of War 2, and then 8 is God of War Ragnarok. I just watched Josh Strife Hayes do his video on God of War 1 recently, and that was fun. I was like, yeah, God of War 1 for the PlayStation 2 was a good game, especially for the PlayStation 2. And God of War 2 was also. Part of me kind of wants to go play one.
Established the character action genre, really, and made it like all about those combos. And
like Devil May Cry maybe like really started. I think God of War was like the next big evolution of it.
But Devil May Cry was Devil May Cry, and then it became a genre once God of War entered it. Like obviously, like those things are linked, but you know, Devil May Cry. It's like people were like, "Oh, we're gonna make a Devil May Cry clone." Like no one was really thinking that.
7 is Portal 2. 6 is Infamous. never gelled that much with Infamous, Jeff.
Me neither. I have kind of no love for Infamous. I even like I played that one that was there at the launch of the PS4, and I was like, I'm glad you're making Spider-Man games.
4 spots higher than Metroid Prime.
Gross. Okay, I get it. I'm trying not to yell at Wolf. All right.
5 is Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance, which we play for the Game Mess Game Club. That's a very good game. 4 is Silent Hill 2. Hey, that's getting a remake. 3 is Live Alive, one of my favorite games from this
Very
year.
cool.
2 is Danganronpa, which people sure do seem to like. And then
Yeah,
1 is
a lot of people playing in our Discord this year.
Yeah, apparently.
How long is that game, chat? Mike, you keep going. But how long is that?
Pretty long.
Okay, if it's really long, I'm not going to play it. Fuck you.
It's a visual novel. Nick Turbo says, "Hey Jeff, hand selected by Miyamoto to not work on Metroid Prime Grubb, and Mike, my Guinness World Records keep multiplying Minotti. I just got my Nintendo 64 controller for the Switch today, and already started up Paper Mario. What other games on NSO should I play with my new controller? Sin and Punishment, since like a lot of people missed that before, and I could do that. Oh, Gartooth. I'm sorry, Elden Ring was his number 1. I kind of went through that there for him. But I don't know. I think I still think Pilot Wing 64 is like the most quintessential Nintendo 64 game on there right now, even more so than Mario 64. Maybe just because we already had that 3D Classics collection or whatever, the 3D All Stars. I've had the most fun on NSO so far with Pilot Wings.
I love Pilot Wings. I always love Pilot Wings. But I mean, obviously, it's Wave Race. I mean, go play Wave Race. Get really good at Wave Race. Beat the hard difficulty. And really appreciate like what that takes. That's back when games were real games for real men. So,
wow. Mr. Boris says, "Hey Nintendogs, I played Katamari Damacy for the
Katamari Damacy.
Damacy for the first time last week, and really enjoyed the credit sequence where you roll up the countries of the world as the credits play. What are some of the most memorable credit sequences in video games for you? Nier Automata is huge. Do you know about that, Jeff? I guess that a spoiler still for people. Maybe I shouldn't talk about.
Just say it.
Well, so like the whole like when you get the final. Okay, don't listen if you don't want to listen to Nier Automata spoilers.
It's like several years old.
Sean's saying don't. Yeah, this is too. Sean's right. It's too cool. No spoilers, says Turbo. Christian says who cares. I'm not gonna say it. It's really cool though. All the Metal Gear Solid
I got through like the first like ending of the game. So it probably doesn't happen there, right?
No. This is when you do all of it.
Okay.
It's pretty cool. It just all came out on Switch, so there's probably some people still playing it on the first time. Jacob's already muted. It's okay, everyone. It's safe. I'm not going to spoil it. But all the Metal Gear Solid games have really good credit sequences. They all pick good songs. Metal Gear Solid 2 has that really like sad kind of jazzy blue song, like I think of the sky and the stars up above, and I think, what am I made of? And I'm like, yeah, stuff is like good. So there you go. That's another. Oh, Final Fantasy VI has the incredible credit sequence where it's like kind of following everybody on their way out. It plays this really long song, and it kind of does like a title card for each character, and it plays a bit of their theme. So Final Fantasy VI also up there pretty high. How about you, Jeff?
I'm trying to remember. There was one they played this year, and I got the credits, and I was like, as the credits were coming at you, you could like shoot them all or something. I mean, that's in a lot of games, but
I mean that's kind of near also. But yes, man, Smash Brothers. But yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, I thought it was Kirby in the Forgotten Land, but I think Kirby in the Forgotten Land just does. Oh no, it was Astro. It was Astro's Playroom, right? Where I think.
Because you did finally beat that.
I did finally beat that, and that one had like a fun one where it's like you gotta try to do the spin attack during the certain letters of the words, and it makes all the words fall apart. And I really like that because it's fun to spin attack in that game.
Fluffy Cloud Gamer says, "Happy holidays, Jeff and Mike." I had another question here previously, but I saw someone asked it before. Instead, I'll ask, what are the chances we get a new Nintendo IP in 2023? Imagine they'll have a sprinkling of smaller family/party games to release around the big stuff, so I'd imagine chances might be high for that. But curious if you think it could be more substantial. I don't know. Is this really the time? Now, granted, the Switch practically launched with new IP with ARMS. So we're thinking about Switch 2, Switch Pro. Like maybe there's gonna be something.
Yeah, I'm like,
but
I think it's gonna. Well, I guess it's possible, but I think I think you're right. It's much more the kind of thing that could happen in 2024 when there's definitely going to be new hardware there. Or almost certainly going to be new hardware there. Who knows what Nintendo's going to do? But because like next year is Zelda and we get Pikmin 4, And there's a handful of other things that are probably popping off at the same time. There'll be a new Pokemon game of some sort. So yeah, I don't think there's a really high chance for a new IP next year.
Colin says, "Hi, Jeff and Mike. My producer input on the most recent podcast was too nice, so I just want to tell everyone to eat shit. Happy holidays. ILYSM. What is ILYSM?
Just give it a shot, Mike. Just try.
Happy
I
holidays.
love
Ilsum.
You.
I love you so much.
There you go. Good job.
We did it. Chaos Buckaroo says, "Hey, Jeff and Mike. I've been listening since the first episode last Nintendogs.
Wow, thank you.
But thank you. But just recently asked myself why I haven't been involved. Listening to y'all in the community is my favorite part of every week. Thanks for all the laughs and perspective y'all bring. My question, if you go Christmas caroling as a quartet with 3 Nintendo characters, who would it be?" Oh, have you heard the Carol of the Wa, Jeff?
I've not.
Okay, I'm going to get this for you. So Waluigi is in, and you're going to find out why in a second here.
Can you just put it? Can you put it in the Discord thread at the bottom here that we're in?
Sure. Yes, I will. Yes, I will do that for you, Jeff.
Thank you.
So while I guess we'll get Wario in there also, and Toad, of course. That makes the most sense. There you go, Jeff. You can play that for everybody.
All right, absolutely. Let me see here.
Yeah. There's some if the video's not as important, the audio is the important thing.
Fair enough. It's still easier if you do it this way. Actually, I'm not getting the audio. Is it muted? All right, give me a second, because I don't have the audio playing. Oh, I have it muted in Discord. There we go.
There you go. There you go. I believe in you. Remember Brawl in the Family, everybody? That webcomic? That's what this is from.
Hark how the whack all seem to whack, joining a rhyme. Waluigi time, Christmas is here.
Do you not hear it, Mike?
presents are near to
No, but I know they hear it. That's fine.
Waluigi, whack, 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 whack. That's my hurrah, while stifling those caroling. Waluigi at around 3 eats Cheerios with Oreo. Waluigi eats Luigi, saving the world, winning the game. So Santa, bring your presents, cause Waluigi does not want coal yet again. Listen to me, sing harmony. Waluigi, Waluigi, I am the best Waluigi. Time to go sing and time to bring this joyful song to everyone.
Bravo!
Luigi. Time.
I love how everyone hated that too. That was the best.
Yes, that's what's great. Like, that younger audience is like, no.
Yeah.
We're like, this is fun stuff.
They're
This
like,
is from a
this is
webcomic.
boomer
That's how you know
humor.
it's good. That's how you know it's good. Not that I went all the way. Let's see here now. Well, that was from Chaos Buckaroo, and then from Evo Jana says, "Hello, Mike. It's me. Hi, I'm the problem. It's me. The reason we're Nintendo Joe Minotti and Jeff. I'm not at liberty to say why Giant Bomb is in Nintendo Jail Grubb. If you could rewrite
right.
history with a much better reason and story as to why you each end up in Nintendo jail, how would you have done it instead?" Oh man, well yeah, what would be like a much better reason to?
Yeah, this is easy. Broke into Shigeru Miyamoto's home and stole Super Smash Brothers before it was done.
So Super Smash Brothers
and put it on the internet that he was personally coding at home. Yeah, there you go.
I would make it be because I said how many stamps were in Super Mario 3D World with Bowser's Fury.
How many penises Mario has?
Just to switch it up a little bit, yeah. Gerber says, hey, to the soon-to-be buzz cut bros. I've been playing Mr. Driller Land, and I found out that since his glory days, Taizo Hori, Dig Dug, has broken up with his wife, Masuyo Tobi, while his son, Susumu, Mr. Driller, is a bit of a dweeb that's less intelligent than his dog, Poochie. What other 80s video game hero do you think struggled to achieve happily ever after when back in civilian life? Well, we know Ken is like divorced or something now, right? So,
yeah, but Ken was always destined to be a divorced dad, or just like super divorced guy energy, hanging out at the bar, on ladies' night for sure.
Yeah, Pac-Man went super domestic a long time ago. I feel like now there's like an empty nest thing going on there, and like him and Mrs. Pac-Man realize they don't really have that much in common anymore, and it was just the kids keeping them together. So now it's kind of confusing. So I bet things are hard for Pac-Man right now.
Bowser and the Koopa kids, like he had a bunch of Koopa kids that he either adopted or whatever. Then he finally had Bowser Jr., and then he like just got rid of the Koopa kids. Like, these aren't my real kids. That's pretty messed
Yeah.
up. And
They're just minions now.
yeah, they're just like, you work for me. Like, you guys are always been on my my employ, so you don't count as family. And I think that probably hurt some feelings.
I did like a really fast 180 from, oh my god, the Koopa kids are back, to I'm sick of the Koopa kids again already.
Mm-hmm.
Let's
Except for
see
Lemmy.
now.
Lemmy Koopa's the best.
Well, Lemmy's fine. Actually, I kind of like the Beethoven one.
Yeah.
Whatever his name.
Yeah,
He's pretty good.
Ludwig or
Ludwig, Ludwig, obviously. Lenny Cool Dick Denver says, "Hey Mike, 9th Gen Minotti and Jeff, current Gen Grubb. What's the worst present you guys have ever given or received for the holidays? I already got someone a complete Bubsy 3D, but I could always use more ideas. I gave somebody some Jar Jar Binks board game that they released with episode 1 once. I think they immediately just gave it back to me and told me to hold on to it. I think it's in my garage still."
That's very good. I'll play that with you, Mike.
Yeah, sure you will.
I don't remember the bad gifts, because usually if I'm given a bad gift, it's because I didn't care very much. And if I didn't care very much, I wasn't like filing it away. And what I did, I guess I got like my kids some crappy stuff but they love crap, so it doesn't actually count.
Sure. Yeah, they're very excited about this shit.
Yeah, I'll get them like a what is it? I think it's called a virtual horse, and it's just a keychain that has a bunch of horse sound effects on it. Or maybe it's called emergency horse. But I mean, it's a dumb gift, but the kids love it.
Jeff, what was your mood today that you decided to tweet something that you're like, I know this is gonna make people mad, but then people got mad, and you're like, well, I'm mad that you're mad. Why do you do this to yourself?
Honestly, that one was just like, I knew what was gonna happen. I was having fun with it. But yeah, that was mostly just like, I read a story and it said current gen, and it was like still not very clear. And I'm like, you basically had to clarify using that term. So don't use that term. It's bad. It's just not actually helpful. And as an editor, as your editor, person who wrote this, who doesn't work for me, I think you shouldn't use it anymore. And then I'm like, I'm going to take this to Twitter, where people will fully understand and appreciate me.
You haven't edited shit in months now.
Yep.
You've lost. You're no editor.
So that's exactly what it is right? If I could get this energy out on actually like fixing people's stuff, I would not have done this on Twitter, but because I'm like all pent up.
I'm a managing editor.
Yes, you're a managing
That's my
editor.
job title. Yeah.
That means right? Don't use current gen. Just don't use it unless we are on the if it's imminently coming out, a next gen system's coming out. You could say current gen versus next gen. Any other time, it's a weird term.
We've never used those terms. We just say the consoles.
Yes, just say the consoles. That's actually the best. That's actually the best thing you can do. But if you say 9th gen, I'll string you up. I will come find you, and I'll like treat you like a pinata, a fucking dirty pinata.
G-Man Sir says, "Hey Mike, I chug pilk mid." Oh, you were joking. You aren't actually gonna beat somebody.
No, I said I'm not joking. I'm not joking.
Oh, I thought you said you were joking.
I'm not joking.
Good. Mid Naughty and Jeff, my shit is more current gen than the PlayStation 4 Grubb. What's the best present you guys have ever given or received for the holidays? I already got someone a copy of Kirby in the Forgotten Land, but I can always use more ideas. AJ just got me that pretty good Mario or Sonic Mario and Knuckles Sonic and Knuckles hoodie. He got last year. AJ had me in their Secret Santa. He commissioned a drawing of our 2 Final Fantasy 14 characters that's hanging over there in my office. That was pretty cool stuff over there too. But Chris has also given me good stuff. He got me a little like a replica of one of the torches that they have at Epcot for the fireworks show that I have in my living room now. I think that was actually for my birthday the one year. So my brothers know me very well. They happen to give me a lot of good presents, which is nice.
My favorite presents were always like getting actually surprised by getting a big console or something. When Steph would get me the PS4, or get me a new version of the 3DS that I really wanted that had Mario and Luigi when the new Mario and Luigi game was coming out. Like that was always like very surprising and very cool.
Gaming in the Clinton year says, "Hi, Mike, Mary, and Bright, Minotti, and Jeff. I got a lot of problems with you people, and now you're going to hear about it, Grubb. As the day of Festivus approaches, Miyamoto visits your cell and takes you to with the planning of the Festivus celebration and tasks us with the planning. You must decide 5 Nintendo characters or employees you will invite, assuming Miyamoto is already attending, and grievances you will air for each one, as well as each other. Predict what Festivus miracles will take place, and choose who will pin each of you for the feats of strength." Okay, well, we'll have Miyamoto and Reggie. Yeah. And
can we bring back people from the dead? Because if we can, we'll bring back Yamauchi, the former Nintendo president, because he's scary. Oh,
Yeah,
I
but
want
what are
him
your
to pin me.
grievances with him? Is it that he's too scary?
Yeah, he's too scary. Yes, you're
He's
too
too
scary and
My-
too serious. Yeah.
My grievance with Reggie will be like, it's cute that you make jokes about the Mother 3 thing now, but you like just why didn't you just actually release it?
Yeah.
They really said no that strongly about it.
And he did say it was like it was him too, right? That was like it wouldn't work, or at least that's what he said in one of his books or something like that.
I don't know.
Yeah,
The grievance
we
with
can explain
Miyamoto would be about not letting the Goombas wear hats or something like that.
We can have characters. Daisy, you're too sexy.
Daisy, you're
And-
just too sexy.
and
It's a
she'll definitely
problem.
pin me.
That's
in the
not.
feats of
That's not.
strength.
Yeah, that's not problematic. Daisy, we think you're too attractive.
Yeah, you need to do something about it.
Yeah, the one who
Waluigi,
get
same
Peach
thing.
there. Peach, you're not attractive. Oh, well, that's terrible.
Waluigi, your legs are too long and succulent.
I'll summon him and then be like, no notes. Actually,
You're perfect.
Waluigi, you're doing fine.
Just do the sign thing from that movie, the Christmas movie, and to Waluigi. I love you so much.
Yeah, and then the Festivus miracle will be that actually Daisy pins me instead.
Yes,
So
and
instead of Jeff.
Waluigi's in Smash Brothers, just the festive miracle.
Yeah, but yeah, there you go. Yeah, we'll bring Sakurai there. Just yell at him about that. Plain Shane says, no question. Just want to say I like what y'all do. Keep it up, and thanks for making it for us to enjoy. Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. Woof woof. Edit. Is there any way that Grubb can keep the hair? It's too gnarly to chop off. I try to talk him out of it. He won't listen. It's happening. After Christmas, though, but it's happening. Shoji Koto says, hey, but thank you for the kind words, Shane.
Yes, thank you.
Shoji Koto says, hey, Jeff and Mike, just wanted to wish you a happy Festivus. Didn't really have any question this week, but instead wanted to also extend an invite for you to do a Nintendogs airing of grievances, including the Game Mess mods. Have a good one, guys. I don't have to. Man, I feel like I air my grievances as they come to me. I'm not holding back anything, Jeff. You know about the problems I have with you. I make them very well known.
If I don't say them right away, I'll forget them. So yeah, same. They're all just coming out on the fly. I will say, it's been a good year though. It's been fun.
Yeah.
It's been fun doing Last of the Nintendogs, doing Game Esticides.
You said you hated this show twice today.
Well, I mean, I hate it, but it's better than any other way I'm going to spend my time. Come on. It's been really good. I'll say that I was in the Patreon, like sprucing it up. We were talking about this, how it was like some of the stuff was out of date. I was fixing it up, and I saw some messages from people who were like, I'm not in the Discord, but I just want to say thank you so much for doing the show. I'm like, oh yeah, there's like people out there who aren't actively participating in this community. They're still part of the community. So just thanks to everybody who supports the Patreon for one, or is joined on YouTube. And and if you're just a listener as well, thank you so much. If you've been telling friends about it, whatever. If someone asks you for podcast recommendations for a Nintendo podcast, and you tell them about it, we really appreciate all that stuff. So just thank you for the really good year.
Yeah, thank you, everybody. It's been a lot of fun. We'll take a short break, then we'll get back and we'll talk about the 2023 Switch games. How's that sound?
Yeah, works for me.
We can just do that right now, Jeff. I'm good to go.
Okay, cool. I hit the button, and let's just give it like 10 seconds for people to get past that ad. I have no idea how long it actually runs.
Fair enough. So the ships come sailing in on Christmas Day.
What are we doing next? We're doing the topic.
Yeah, topic, and then super chats, and then if we played anything.
Okay, podcast threads.
Can I do the Avatar theme? How's that go? Like
Well, the Avatar theme's not coming to me, even though I love.
I didn't really pick up on it until Animal Kingdom because they play it there.
Okay, I
constantly.
mean James Horner fucking rules.
He sure does. I kind of like. It's a real stupid thing. I'm like mad at him for like being a small airplane guy because those people are always just crashing and dying. I'm like, any other hobby, please.
Yep. The only, unless you're Harrison Ford, in which case you crashes, you just don't do the dying part, and it's like, okay, all right, you're just a lucky motherfucker.
So scary.
Everyone else,
But we still get pretty close, man.
Yep. It's
even the motorcycle wasn't dangerous enough for you, huh?
Yep, absolutely. All right, hang on.
But I'm also a coward, so what do I know?
Well, yeah. I mean, just go skydiving. Do that stuff instead. People barely ever die just skydiving. Come on.
I still want to do it.
I
think the ad's done.
All right. Yes, the ads are done. Mike, you can bring us back whenever you're ready.
And we are back. The last of the Nintendogs. I'm Mike. He's Jeff. I almost said that I'm Jeff. That would have been A
Wow,
lie.
that would've ruled.
A worse lie than saying that Joy-Con drift impacts a small percentage of users. All right, Jeff. 2023
Yeah.
most anticipated Switch game. What could it be?
Yeah, well, I mean, even last week when you brought this up, you're like, try to bring a second one.
Yeah.
Because everyone's just going to say Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, right? I mean, it just is the most anticipated game.
There's one game I'm looking forward to, even like realistically, almost just as much, but it somehow could still not come out next year, and that would be Hollow Knight Silk Song. Do you think that's a 2023 game, Jeff?
I do think it comes out in 2023. Yeah, I mean, at this point, it'd be messed up if it didn't. It would be like,
It would be.
especially because it was in that every game is coming within a year at this Xbox showcase. And what if every game from that showcase came out by 2023 except for Hollow Knight Silk Song? It's like that would be. I mean, maybe that'd be funny. So we'll
Would
see.
be funny.
My second one is Mina the Hollower, which is that Game Boy Color looking Zelda looking game from the Shovel Knight team. I played the demo of this that they put out a little bit ago when they announced the Kickstarter, and it's just got a really good feel. And boy, does it just straight up look like the Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening DX, and in the Oracle of Ages games and Oracle of Seasons games. I kind of immediately loved the look. And then the game played very well. And I'm like, yeah, give me that. It really, there's a whole bunch of other ones, but I bet some people are going to name some of the other ones I can name. So I'm glad to mention Mina the Hollower.
All right, Jeff, let's see what the community here is thinking about. One Up versus CPU says, don't have a lot of dates for 2023, but of the few we have, mine is Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. I'm guessing Pokemon Scarlet and Violet will get an expansion, so that's my runner-up. I mean, it almost certainly will, I guess. I'm surprised they haven't talked about an expansion pass already. Maybe they had and I just didn't notice. I don't know. But yeah, I do wonder what that looks like, I guess. It'll be interesting. I know people like the Sword and Shield expansions actually a good bit, so maybe it'll be something to that. Moonlight 150 says, I'll say Master Detective Archives Rain Code. Currently set for spring 2023. It's a supernatural detective game made by former Danganronpa people. There could never be enough detective and mystery solving games, so I'm very excited. Hopefully the game is a hit and it's the beginning of a new franchise for them. That doesn't count because it's a time exclusive. My runner-up is Fire Emblem Engage. God, that game comes out in a month.
I'm ready for Fire Emblem Engage. I know that you're like
I'm
still like not sure about it because of the visuals or the art style.
It's visuals. There's a lot of things. It has so much glorified spin-off energy to me.
Sure.
It's like they're propping it up as a mainline entry, and I almost don't buy it as one.
I'm ready to believe. Also, the chat answered that question from earlier, how long Danganronpa is. 20 hours. 20 hours. The gall.
That's about what I would expect.
What?
Yeah.
I mean,
well, how long is Pentiment?
it's about 14, 15.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
Sometimes you need it. Games kind of need to be that long. Some of these visual novels in order for you to really get that invested.
And that's probably what it is, right? Because I'm thinking like one of those Until Dawn games where those aren't visual novels, but it's like you're picking your way, you're picking things, and sometimes people die and they don't. And you kind of want those over in a couple hours, maybe 4, 5, 6 hours at the most. But those are horror games, so that's not exactly what Danganronpa is. So yeah.
Funny, the people in chat who have experience with Japanese visual novels are like, Jeff, that's short.
Yes, yeah. Well, guess who will continue not having experience with Japanese visual novels?
Casual says 2 words: Wind Waker Remaster, which is a third word. Me and Jeff will be saying nothing about Wind Waker Remaster in 2023. That's
Absolutely
my promise.
right. Even if it comes
actually
out.
Announced, even if it comes out, we're gonna pretend it doesn't exist.
Mm-hmm.
Messy Bob to Mbappe says, "Fuck it at this point. I'm so down bad. I'm just gonna bet against myself until it happens." So my most anticipated game of 2023 is Sports Story. Jeff, Sports Story is not coming out this year, right?
So people did point out that what happened with Golf Story is like they had it announced for a long time, then they shut up, they didn't say anything, and then they're like, all right, it's coming out in 2 days. And it's like, I think maybe there's a chance they could still do that this week, but probably not. That's not going to happen. Nah.
No, I don't think so.
Okay, it's a download only game, right? At least at first.
Yeah.
There is a chance they could put it out on Christmas Day and just say, like, let's fucking go to town and get all those Christmas Day downloads. That's possible. I don't know how likely it is.
Benji Glasky says, let's not be capping. It's the bussin' new Zelda game, FRFR. Anyone saying different, hitting the Benjamin too much. Jeff, what the fuck is he talking about?
Why
What's
did you
he
say bussin'? But all I know about bussin' is on TikTok is when a lady's dancing and then it clicks into the bussin' mode and all of a sudden her clothes change from like schlumpy to like going out to the club and then they twerk. They twerk. I've watched hundreds of these videos for research.
No, Bussy's different.
No, that's bussy. Yeah, this is bussin'.
Oh. Bush. That sounded Italian. Like, no, the bush.
It's the bush. And
Well, from Bussy to Sussy, we got Dr. Suss saying, boring yet obvious answer, Tears of the Kingdom. The next most exciting release is, if you believe the Xbox Showcase, Silk Song. Breath of the Wild, Hollow Knight were the first 2 games I played on the Switch. Next semester, I get to play their sequels. Man, we do have a young audience. They still think of time in terms of semesters.
yeah, oh my God.
Evo Janice says, Tears of the Kingdom. Duh. Runner-up, Pikmin 4.
Hell yeah.
We waited for it way longer than Zelda, then claimed 2023. Now let's hope there's no delay. I wonder if, like, I'm going to try to play Pikmin 3 before Pikmin 4 comes out, if I'm just going to wait for Pikmin 4 and be like, okay, now I'm going to get into Pikmin.
Yeah, Pikmin 3 Deluxe. You should play Pikmin 3 Deluxe. But,
I know. Time is hard.
Yeah, Pikmin 4 was going to be the other thing I was going to say, and I figured someone else would bring it up. I'm very excited for that.
Jedi Moss says, other than Tears of the Kingdom, I'm looking forward to playing Fire Emblem Engage. Three Houses was the very first Fire Emblem game I played, and Engage looks like they nailed the tactical combat, plus the colors and visuals will likely look great on my OLED Switch. Jury's still out on what story they have, but at least gameplay-wise, it looks engaging. I'm sorry. Razzle Dazzle says, Zelda, of course, but if we get either Advanced Wars or the HD2 remake of Dragon Quest III in 2023, I'll be very happy. Ooh,
that would be cool.
We've been brought up the Dragon Quest III HD2 remake this episode, and that would be pretty cool. Sakelin says, Tears of the Kingdom is obvious, but also a correct choice. But besides that, I'm really looking forward to that rumored Metroid Prime 1 Big Boy remaster. Never played it, but fell in love with 2D Metroid in 2021, so I'm looking forward to the jump into 3D. Well, I hope it comes out, because I hope you can play Metroid Prime 1.
It was supposed to. I don't know what else to say. I went back and checked. It was supposed to come out.
What do you mean? You went back and checked, like, recently?
Yeah, I went and checked with some sources, and it was like, yeah, it was supposed to. We don't really know what happened. I'm like, oh, great. Cool.
That's cool. Did they know about you having to cut their hair off?
Yes, and they said they were sorry.
Well, what are you going to do?
I'm like, my bad. Don't worry about it.
Low Rule says Pikmin 4. You better play Pikmin 3 Deluxe before 4 comes out, Mike. Well, there you go. I need you to understand the perfection that is Pikmin 3. All right. Maybe we can get that in the on the Game Game Club or something.
It's not long. It's got such a strong loop in Pikmin 3. Like, they really figured it out with the deluxe one.
Mr. Bohr says the obvious answer is Tears of the Kingdom, but that's boring since there hasn't been much announced for the Switch in 2023. Why not have Nintendo release everybody's 1-2 Switch, and let's see how much of a mess that game really is.
Hell yeah, that'd be fun.
Jayton says, I'm not even going to be playing this on Switch, but I really hope Hogwarts Legacy is good. It performs decent enough on it. I'm not big into Harry Potter, but everyone around me growing up was, and this just looks like a fun fantasy RPG to jump into. I can't believe this is coming out on Switch.
Yeah, I mean, now it's coming out a half year later on the Switch.
Yeah,
so,
right,
I mean, yeah, good luck with that. I don't know. Apparently, the Reddit for this game is just a bunch of people losing their mind about, like, getting the highest hopes possible. And I'm like, it's not going to be that game that you guys think it is.
Lenny Cool Dick Denver says, Sea of Stars looks like it's going to be really good. I haven't been following it too closely after they got my Kickstarter money, but what trailers I do see look like it'll be really fun. Honorable mentions to Aiden Chronicles and Mina the Hollower. One of these games I backed has to be coming out in 2023. Sea of Stars is the game from the Messenger people, and I love the Messenger, so I'm looking forward to that. I'm hoping it's good. Vision says, Tears of the Kingdom aside, Mina the Hollower looks absolutely incredible. 25% Castlevania, 25% Bloodborne, and 50% Game Boy Color Zelda. It's weird that they differentiate between Game Boy and Game Boy Color when those are the same.
Oh my god!
This game feels like it was you even specified that earlier. That's strange. This game feels like it was handcrafted specifically for me. I'm a bit too young to have had nostalgia for the games that inspired Shovel Knight, but Link's Awakening DX was a formative experience for me. Jakob, if you see this, give me the rat game now. Man, I hope Yacht Club sees this. I would like very much the idea that Yacht Club is listening to our show.
Yeah, yeah. We got some friends at Yacht Club, so yeah.
Do we?
Yeah.
I guess so. They gave you a demo.
Yeah.
I don't have friends at Yacht Club. I like Shovel Knight maybe even more than you do.
Yeah, rule.
Yeah. Breadfish says there's a lot to be excited for, but for me, it's got to be Pikmin 4. Pikmin 4 almost seems to be the second most popular answer, I think, Jeff, after Tears of the Kingdom.
I mean,
Makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, it's a Miyamoto game at this point. A lot of people carry over a lot of love from the early days of Pikmin, and Pikmin 3 Deluxe really is a standout.
Jump Matt says the Metroid Prime remake, since I'm curious what Grubb will have to shave next if it doesn't come out next year.
No more shaving.
And, yeah. Serious answer, the next game from the Mario Kart / ARMS team. Hopefully you don't have to wait for the next Switch for something new from them. Yeah, there's so many teams, Jeff, where like, what is up with the Mario Kart team? What is up with the Mario team? Like, maybe one of those is coming out like really late at the end of the year. Like, it's not impossible. We do just get a new Mario game next year. It's weird to think like this time next year, maybe we're playing a new Mario game. I don't know.
That would rule.
Yeah. Jamie says, apart from those already mentioned, like Zelda, Mina, another couple games on my radar are Bomb Rush, Cyberpunk, and Metal Slug Tactics. Oh yeah, Metal Slug Tactics. SNK / Saudi fuckery aside, yeah, I hope Metal Slug gets a good reception. Seems like a fun genre mix on paper, so I hope it's implemented in a fun way. Metal Slug is good. Metal Slug also, I think, has the potential to break out. I think if they're discovering maybe that they have stronger waifu powers than they realized.
Yeah.
Because there are some Metal Slug waifus.
Absolutely.
Kind of like, yeah, it's very much like Advance Wars. Military waifus are they're a big thing. I think Metal Slug is going to have a chance now to trump Advance Wars. I think Advance Wars was going to be first in that anime military mommy waifu thing, and now
I'm ready for it.
Metal Slug's going to eat their lunch, and that sounded even more suggestive than I could have ever possibly imagined. Superhuman says Tears of the Kingdom is the obvious choice, but I'll say something slightly different. The Xenoblade Chronicles 3 story DLC. I love Torna the Golden Country, which was the story expansion for 2. It was basically a shorter Xenoblade experience at around 25 hours. The big question will be if this is going to be a prequel or a sequel. Either way, looking forward to diving back into that world. I think I'd be less excited for it if it's a prequel, Super Harmon, because I think there's so many more interesting things that can happen in sequel territory there. That'll kind of color how I feel about that one. Matt Rare Monkey says, outside the obs of Tears of the Kingdom, it has to be Bomb Rush Cyberpunk. What is this game? Give me all the...
It's the...
Jet Set... Oh, is this the Jet Set Radio game?
Jet Set Radio game.
Oh, I know the music is going to kick ass, and Jet Set Radio with a bit better controls is going to be amazing. It could be Convergence, a League of Legends story. It just looks super rad. It has some cool platforming and some really good Jason game combat. Can I say Hades 2? Will that be fully out in time? Not sure how long the early access is going to be, but it might end out next year, and Hades might be the best game on Switch. Yeah, it's hard to say with Hades 2 since we know early access is next year, so that might not.
Yeah, they took about a year on the first one in early access, I think. So
yeah. Now, granted, this is a sequel. Maybe it's not going to take quite as long. In early
maybe
access.
not. But I mean,
maybe still.
But yeah, why not take the time if you're afforded it?
But man, now I forgot about Bomb Rush Cyberpunk. Now I'm really looking forward to it. So I'm hopeful. Beefhammer says everyone's too cowardly to say Tears of the Kingdom, so I will. Breath of the Wild is good, but could be better. And I think the sequel can improve on it. I'm thinking instead of picking up weapons throughout the game, we just give Link a big sword that looks like a key. He should travel to different worlds using it to defeat darkness, and maybe these worlds could all be inspired by other Nintendo IP. No, Beefhammer's right. We can make some improvements to Zelda. These are all good changes.
What are you doing?
we're fixing Zelda. We're fixing Zelda by making it Kingdom Hearts.
Okay. No, you stop it. No.
Nukatronic says it's Tears of the Kingdom and has to be saying anything else is high treason. Haas says, after so many sequels this year disappointing me, I will forgo Tears of the Kingdom excitement and instead look forward to the probable Pokemon DLC. Having the northeast area of the map locked off points to a possible return to Kalos. That'd be France. Kalos was the X and Y generation place. Yeah, because Black and White was like New York. So yeah, like that's X and Y was France. I doubt the main game will improve, but Game Freak showed more confidence with the new Sword and Shield confined DLC area. So here's hoping I can mess around there for another 50 hours with it. Sean says I'm correct. So Sean knows his Pokemon. Thank you. Octo says some indies that are also coming to the Switch that I'm excited for: Umbrella, Plucky Squire, the 2D mixed with 3D game, Sea of Stars, and Old Skies, next game from the Unavowed devs, a very cool point-and-click adventure. And because I'm an optimist, I will also say UFO 50.
Yeah, man, if only.
Wait, what is UFO 50? I don't remember that.
It's that collection of or a collection of not even mini games, like old games that never existed from Derek Yu, who created Spelunky. He got a bunch of his friends together and they made this game. It's like, 50 games in one. And it's
so it's like that action replay thing, or like with the cheetah men in it or whatever.
Yeah, but it's like it was going to have a bunch of games of all different stripes, and they were going to be made by modern, really talented indie devs. And they got announced, I don't know, 5 years ago, and we haven't heard much. I mean, he keeps saying it's still coming, but
Action
yeah,
52.
Action 52, that's right.
All right, Velocity Prime says on the comic up because surely Silk Song will be released this year. Really, we mean it, man. Yeah, gosh, I sure do hope so. Screaming Man says, honestly, it might be Fire Emblem Engage for me. Yeah, Mike, I think it looks good. Man, I feel bad being the like anti Fire Emblem guy now, Jeff. I like Fire Emblem. I'm not feeling it.
You're anti-Engage, not anti-Fire Emblem, right?
Yes, I'm anti-engaged. People shouldn't make commitments like that. Three Houses was my game of the year in 2019, and the fact we're getting another Fire Emblem with the weapon wheel back is exciting. Also, Martha's back, and maybe he can be summoned to be my hubba husbando. Oh, there it is.
I don't like that. It's all about like bringing back the old characters.
I also do not like that, Jeff. That's part of what makes it feel kind of like mobile game spin-off-y to me.
Yeah, we'll see.
Or
we'll
even
see
like
how it goes.
even like it feels like what was that Tokyo Mirage sessions, like summon Marth, like that shit again, and I don't know. We've done this before.
1440p was a good dad joke, Turbo Sean. Eat shit. Sorry, whatever you said was a good dad joke. How dare you?
Ed says, out of actual confirmed games, Raincoat by some of the Danganronpa devs that came before, and the Persona 3 and 4 ports, hoping for a massive end-of-year game, new mainline Mario maybe. I'm also ready to be disappointed by none of the following happening. New Animal Crossing, new Ace Attorney, Wind Waker, Twilight Princess ports. Of those, no, I won't say anything about Wind Waker. Ace Attorney might be getting one of those. New Animal Crossing, no way until the next Switch. I don't think. But yeah, Persona 3 and 4, there's a part of me that's like tempted to play Persona 4 again. It's pretty hard to justify dumping another 100 hours into that game, but boy, do I like Persona 4 a lot, and I'm very excited for people to kind of be playing it and talking about it again. Be cool. Bench JC says, mine is Tears of the Kingdom. Sure, it's the obvious answer, but thinking back to when I was in 6th grade and playing Breath of the Wild at launch and having something close to that experience again, this gets me so pumped. I can't wait. Bench JC was in 6th grade.
Fuck you, Bench. How dare you?
Me and Jeff were just doing this job.
Yeah.
So, our lives have
I was
changed
raising
fairly.
my first kid, literally, with literally holding a baby and playing that game. God, 6th grade.
I remember I was going into a theater demonstration for the second Middle-earth game with War on, and I remember before going to the theater, some guy outside had his Switch there because it came out, I was playing Zelda. I was like, oh, I'm really jealous. Mine's at home still.
Man,
wow, good for you,
wistful
Bench.
days of 6th grade.
Good for you, Bench. Charlie Wolf says, surprisingly, the Tears of the Kingdom caveat y'all added did not affect me at all. I love Zelda games, but I've never been excited for a new one. In my mind, they just come out and I play them without getting involved with the hype cycle at all. The actual game getting anticipated for the most is Raincoat. The Danganronpa games are incredible. It's finally time for Murdered Soul Suspects to get another chance. I will mention that game whenever I can. Jeff, we have a giant Danganronpa fan club in our community.
Yeah, I know. I feel like we should do something about it. I don't know.
We maybe should check this game out.
All
Just
right.
see what's going on here.
All right.
Pablo Costa says, boring answer, but my most anticipated game of 2023 is Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. I'm a big fan of the franchise, and coincidentally, the game releases one day before my 35th birthday. Now, there's a proper age.
There's a fully grown man right there.
There we
That's
go.
impressive.
He says his runner-up is Fatal Frame Mask of the Lunar Eclipse. Fluffy Cloud Gamer says, not a lot of Nintendo first-party games I'm looking forward to. Maybe Pikmin 4, but I haven't played previous entries. I'll give a shout-out instead to a little game called Shumi Come Home. I love a good casual exploration game like a short hike / little gator game. Having played the demo, it makes me very excited to see what the full game looks like. Definitely looks very much in the vibe of that little gator game thing that just came out a little bit ago, huh? Chaos Buckaroo says, excluding Tears of the Kingdom, my most anticipated Switch game is 10 years old. Persona 4 Golden. I had never played a Persona game, and I've been waiting a year or two for this port to be my first. Something about Persona 4 Golden is so charming to me. Persona 4 Golden is a charming game. It's I love its small town vibe so much, and that's maybe why Persona 3 or Persona 5 are big city games. Persona 5 literally in Tokyo. I love the small town setting for Persona 4 Golden. It's cozy even with all the murder. Bayleaf Moon says, I've been looking forward to Blanc. Have you seen such a magnificent art style? This is definitely my type of game and gives me Kirby and the Forgotten Land vibes. I need to refresh myself on what Blanc is. It sounds familiar.
Yeah, it's that like very very stylish.
Yes, it's all in black and white.
Black
hence
and
the
white,
name.
yeah.
Yeah, it almost kind of, yes. It does look very cozy and very pretty.
Benoit Blanc.
There's like a doggy and a deer running around. It's all like sketchbook kind of aesthetic. Looks pretty cool. And then Villain Max says, my answer is going to be Fire Emblem Engage, but Marvel's Midnight Sun is scratching that itch so well for me that my answer has changed to Mega Man Battle Network Legacy Collection. I have so much nostalgia for the series, and I'm excited to dip back in because the combat is truly unique, along with the sci-fi world that'll be interesting to revisit with the context of people trying to create the metaverse that this game is all about. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this. I'm definitely want to play at least a couple of these games, at least play through Mega Man Battle Network 3 for the first time and maybe go on from there. I love having Mega Man games on my Switch. Makes me happy. Gerber says, don't think it's been said yet, but I'm looking forward to WrestleQuest. Its whole goofy wrestling world looks like it'll be a fun place to spend some time. I'm full confident it'll run well on Switch, unlike AEW Fight Forever, which could be a dog if the WWE 2K games are any indicator.
Yeah.
One last point for WrestleQuest, strong Mega Man X vibes. How dare you? I hope this game's cool, Jeff. Like, it's one of those things where sometimes the concept sounds too good to be true. Like, can they really make a good game that's wrestling RPG? I hope so, but I'm skeptical. I'm worried. We'll see. Plain Chain says Zelda Tears of the Kingdom runner-up, new Switch Online Nintendo 64 titles. Let's see, what's a big Nintendo 64? Oh, I want Mischief Makers. I think that might be the one I actually get the most excited about if they announce for NSO.
That'd be cool.
Nintendo 64. I want Mischief Makers.
Yeah, they've already announced 1080s coming, so I don't know. No, wait, did they announce the 1080s coming? Excite Bike 64 is coming.
Maybe they. I think they did say 1080.
I think 1080 is coming too. So they got the big three for me: Wave Race, Excite Bike, and 1080. I don't know. Arrow Gauge. I don't fucking know.
Hey Jeff, you know what my New Year's resolution is?
Yeah, what's up?
1080p.
It's a pretty good joke.
Snowboarding. Turbo Sean says, obviously Tears of the Kingdom. After that, Metroid Prime HD. Right. Dominic Malta said, no one else can pick Zelda Tears of the Kingdom but me. I know that might seem pretty selfish, but my birthday is literally on May 12th, so I feel like that
Fair
justifies
enough.
my reasoning. Hell, I think Nintendo should send me a copy for my birthday present, but we all know Nintendo should be the type of company to send you a copy, then charge you $60 for shipping. Yes, if anyone does believe my birthday is on May 12th, I'll send a picture of my ID. Well, don't do that. We believe you.
I don't. DM me.
Yeah, Jeff does it. You get to send him a copy of your ID and your credit
Social Security.
card.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Your mother's maiden name.
Gaming and Clinton here says Zelda, but other than that, Kirby Return to Dreamland Deluxe. The new mecha ability looks awesome, and the Plucky Square. I was wondering if anybody would bring up Kirby Return to Dreamland Deluxe, which is actually, I haven't played this one. It's basically the first in like a
Wii
trilogy. It was the Wii game, and then the very good 3DS games are basically using this engine and are pretty similar. So
Okay.
I'm excited, and I like those 3DS games a lot. So I'm curious to go back to this.
You're talking about like Planet Robobot and
Triple Deluxe,
Triple
Triple Deluxe
Deluxe.
Planet Robot.
What's the best Kirby games to give my kids? They've been playing Epic Yarn a little bit on the Steam Deck, and
Do they have Star Allies? I mean, I don't like it because I thought it was simple. I'm sure your kids.
I got the demo for them, and they do seem like okay with it, but they really want to play as Waddle Dee. So the fact that they can play as other characters, but none of them are Waddle Dee is a big problem. You know,
that's
kids
weird.
they get very
Well,
like in their way, and it's like hard
Yeah,
to...
well, Waddle Dee will be playable in Return to Dreamland Deluxe.
Okay, well that's nice. Okay, so then we'll probably just wait for that.
Yeah, Shoji Koto says Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom. Obviously, Sea of Stars, which looks to be promising and extremely good looking. And I'm also intrigued by Disney Illusion Island, which is that Disney 2D game that kind of looks like Rayman Legends. So yeah,
The Mickey one, right? Yeah.
yeah, the Mickey. That's yeah,
Very
so
exciting.
That looks cool. Then Don Otaka says, obviously the sequel to one of the greatest games ever made, Tears of the Kingdom. But other than that, Fire Emblem Engage. I love Fire Emblem and don't mind them going fan servicey every now and then. I just want waifus and great tactical RPG gameplay, and it still has it. Comes out next year. Then the next Ace Attorney is my second most anticipated. Maybe I respect it more if they went all in. Like maybe you should just play as like a character who just is literally surrounded by nothing but waifus. It should actually just go that hard into it.
It should be you play as a character like a Voltron waifu, just several waifus put together to create a mega waifu.
Yeah, my brother is asking if Starfield next year. Chris, this is my Nintendo podcast.
Yeah, Chris,
Mike,
get back in the Minotti hole.
Get back in your hole. You confused little boy. Jeff, that is it from the community. I think we had some answers in super chats and some other questions. Why don't we read all of those super chats?
Yeah, let me see. I think I have them all right here. Let's start up here at the top from Divin Greedy. I think I speak for everybody when I say Christian deserves to have full access to the Game Mess bank account this month in order to buy the Argentina kit with 3 stars, especially after that final. We'll take that into consideration, Divin, who is clearly Christian's alt account.
Why does he need anything? He already has like his hole. He's got like his snacks down there, the hole within a hole for, his needs.
And the water drips down the wall, so he's got plenty of water. He's got to lick it off there, but I mean, he's never complained.
He's fine.
Achievement says, love you guys with the heart emoji. You help my 3 a.m. shifts. Shout out to you for working the 3 a.m. shift. I'll be listening to you in just 5 hours. Have a good holiday. You too, Achievement.
You too, Achievement.
Burrito says, just a comment for Mike, Nipplephobia Minotti, and Jeff, Clearance Christopher Judge Grubb. That's fair. Wishing you happy holidays surrounded by those you love. Jeff, rooting for your speedy and definitive recovery. Thank you. I'm already feeling better.
What did I say about nipples? I did say something about nipples.
You didn't know that the GameCube had a nipple to press on to detach the game,
Right.
to eject the disc. So
That's right.
The name of the last episode was GameCube Nipple. So
yeah, that's good. Very good.
yes. The Uncharted Wolf. To clarify, I played Metroid Prime on the Wii, the best way to play it. I loved Infamous because of the way it plays with the superhero origin story. Fair enough.
Fair.
Glad you.
Wrong, but fair.
Yes. We're big Metroid Prime here on this show. This is it literally is one of my top 3 favorite games of all time.
Yeah. Me and Jeff are very much in the pro Metroid Prime camp. I got my little Metroid Prime, not bobblehead, bobble waist figurine over here. Still makes me happy.
Did you see Doc Burford put out a 13,000 word story about Metroid Prime and how it's not very good? I read a lot of it and it was like, okay, you kind of need 13,000 words to say it's got bad controls. I get it at a certain point, like that's how he writes, but I'm like, nah, it's fine. It's a real good game.
No, thank you.
Yep. Plain Shane. I like hearing spoilers. They sell me on trying games, and I usually forget them anyway. If spoiler warnings are given, it's okay. Yeah. Well, listen, I tried.
I was too worried about it. I get it because you give a spoiler warning, but for a podcast, it's like, well, what does that mean?
Yeah.
You gotta just kind of skip around and hope for the best. It's hard.
Uriel Delgado, Nintendo 69 gonna be a banger is all I'll say. All right, Uriel, I'm glad that's what you said. Appreciate it.
He did say that.
Yeah, you did say it, and that's all he said.
That's what he always says.
Yeah. From B. Traven, do you think Tears of the Kingdom will resemble Majora's Mask because it is the Majora's Mask to Breath of the Wild's Ocarina of Time? I don't think so.
I thought that originally before it took 7 years to make.
Yes. I mean, they're clearly still going to be using a lot of the Breath of the Wild map, right? But after this much time, they better and probably are doing a ton of extra stuff on top of that.
I bet it's not going to be nearly as experimental and weird as Majora's Mask was. Like that, it's not going to be like it. It's going to be like Majora's Mask in the sense that it's going to feel very similar to the one before it, but it's not going to be like we're doing weird stuff with that and really okay with reusing assets because it's just going to be almost a very different kind of game.
Too much money on the line. This has got to be a massive game for them.
Yes, exactly.
From Supernova. Hello, Legends. Do you expect the new Switch to be fully compatible, or will they stay with remastered version?
I expect it to be compatible.
I expect it to be fully compatible, and I expect Nintendo and NVIDIA to do the work to ensure that's the case. But we'll see. From J. Arthur. Hello, Nintendogs. Outside of Zelda and Fire Emblem, a game I am looking forward to is Trails from Azure. Trails from Zero was great, and the sequel looks to follow. What do you think about
Trails
that,
from Zero is one of the games I really regret not getting to play. And now, so that's a game that's been out in Japan before, and we finally got it here. This is in that Trails in the Sky kind of series. Jeff, I love Trails in the Sky, Legend of Heroes. So, yeah, Trails from Zero, I want to play very soon, and then eventually I'll catch up to Trails to Azure, because that's kind of a duology, those two games.
And from Warizzle, hope all you Nintendogs have a great holiday. Yeah, I hope you all do as well.
Yeah.
Mike, real quick, my daughter has a favorite little plushie called Soft Meep, which is a little red stuffed lobster, and she's had it for a long time. It's been her best friend for a real long time. We can't find it, and we've reached a point where we are now thinking she might have lost it outside the house. So apparently my wife posted the story of how we're like trying to look for it, and now apparently the entire town that we live in is looking for this little stuffed animal because they love the story of this little girl who loves lobsters so much. It's like, no. I mean, I get it, but I don't know if we're gonna find it. I did get her a new one, and it in the picture on Amazon looked just like the old one. It did not look like the old one when it arrived, though. So hopefully, that's rough. Hopefully we find it. We'll see. I guess I'm
gonna run over it on my way there somehow.
Yes, exactly.
Like ruin it.
Hopefully the meep does come home. Mike, that does it for the super chats. I'm gonna throw this back to you.
Yeah, that's thank you everyone. That was a pretty healthy bunch there. We got a lot of people watching.
Everyone. We really appreciate it.
Really appreciate everyone showing up. Jeff, have you been playing much on your Switch this week or any other Nintendo games?
I just been kind of poking around, playing with the kids a little bit more. We did go to Epic Yarn, and I was having some fun with that. And then we did download Star Allies, the demo, and I was trying to see, like, is this something they could play? I'm just kind of playing. I'm like, this seems somewhat promising, but it does, like you said, seem very simple. So, kind of trying to find more Kirby games for them has been mostly what I've been doing the last week. But other than that, no, I was playing a lot of stuff for the Bombcast, like High on Life, and spending time on those kinds of games. So I had not much time on the Switch this week.
Yeah, I kind of the same with me. I mean, I've been playing a little bit here and there. I was like playing some more Splatoons single player. I bought Atari 50 last night, so tonight I'm going to be trying that. I'm pretty curious.
I really love that game. Really love it.
I think it's good. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have some fun with it. So that's something I'm looking forward to doing tonight. But other than that, a lot of my catching up time was devoted to Pentiment, which I beat last night, and trying to finish God of War Ragnarok actually too. And actually want to try. I do want to check out High on Life, and I have to start Strider still for the Game Club. So
where is Strider? Where can I play Strider?
It's on Steam.
It is on Steam. Okay, cool. And then I'll get it downloaded and play on the Steam Deck.
Yeah, it's a short game, so I wasn't been too worried about starting it early. But yeah.
Give me the I don't. Did we talk about the Splatoon 3 single player last week? I don't think we did.
I thought I did, but yeah, I finally
did
jump into that. Yeah, maybe I didn't because I did finally jump into that like more, and yeah, it's really good. Like
big surprise.
Even though I'm always surprised somehow though, like no one ever talks about it, even each time, and I'm like. Not only is it good, but it's like really fleshed out much more than you think.
And I think even the people that do play it, I think they undersell it. I think they're like they don't even believe that it's as good as it is when they're playing it. They're like, this is I'm having a good time, but I mean it's just Splatoon. You're gonna go play multiplayer. It's like no, they have great single player campaigns.
Yeah, like they're beefy, they're meaty. There's like tons of levels. They're all well designed. It doesn't just feel like it's not, a lot of like games that are multiplayer focused. Like here's some bots in a map, right? And that's like the complete opposite of these. So yeah, I've been having a lot of fun with that and want to check out more. Yes, but Splatoon 3 is a good game.
Yeah, I'll spend some time with that too. That'd be now that I have more time to play other kinds of games. The single player for Splatoon 3 seems like a very good time. But yeah, it really still does come down to the kids always want to play Kirby with me, and I'm still honestly having a great time just playing Kirby in the Forgotten Land. So that's.
Did you like beat the final boss?
I'm trying to. Those levels are a bit tough for the kids, so they get kind of sad when it's like they kind of can't keep up. And I'm like, all right. So I've been trying, but I've been slowly but surely working through them, and we go back. My kids fully understand, like we're getting the spirit to put together the lion. Spoilers, I guess, whatever. I mean, who cares? But so it's like they're into that, and they really want to do it because they really care about that lion character. So it's like, okay, yeah, like let's keep working on it. But maybe that's something now that I'll be wrapping up work here tomorrow. So we'll probably put some time into that. And I'll try to actually finish that because that'd be fun. They also still really like that Kirby banquet buffet race dinner game. We play that every day, and that we could play 3-player. So we play that all together, and the kids are pretty good at it, but they also just enjoy like exploring one of the free roam worlds, and we'll just do that and play around in like it's a playground, and I don't know, it's good. Kirby's fun. Kirby's very good.
Kirby's good stuff. It always has been. All right, Jeff, I think that's going to start wrapping it up for us. We are going to do an in-person episode for a kind of Game of the Year thing for Game F Decides on Thursday. So we'll have fun with that. Maybe we'll do some streaming too. Maybe we'll do a watch party, find some kind of Christmas movie or something we can watch together. So in-person content, it's real, it's happening.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. It's I'm going to get the basement all set up for it. We'll make sure that we can entertain you all, and then it's all good to go. I picked up some Coke Zero, Mike.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
I need that.
And I got-
you know how important that is.
And I already got some of the Christmas ale, so we're ready to go on that
Good.
front too.
Just finished this boil during the
Yeah.
whole show.
Oh
Good
man.
stuff.
I should get it in the can too. I actually really like
The
it.
can's pretty good.
Can's
Very
good.
good. in
Yes,
the can.
absolutely.
Yeah. Everything's pro can these days.
So that's happening on Thursday. You got any other plans, Mike? You're gonna be streaming anytime soon. I think I'm gonna stream a lot next week, actually, everybody. So look out for that.
I'm gonna be able to stream tomorrow because I think I'm doing my last minute Christmas shopping, going to the mall tomorrow, so I'll be busy. So Thursday I'll be streaming with you, and then Friday I'll be playing Strider, hopefully.
Cool. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Come on, cruising.
I'm gonna come.
Come on, cruising. Let's go cruising. Let's go cruising. Let's go cruising. Come on, let's go cruising.
Christmas. It's Christmas. Merry Christmas. Merry Chrysler.
Happy Easter, Xbox.